Well, to paraphrase an old song, the 14th verse, same as the first. The Buffaloes have now dropped 14 consecutive games in the Pac-12, and oh, so close. Yeah, this one here at Folsom Field on homecoming 2015 as the Buffaloes fall 38-31 after having a lead going into the fourth quarter. But they fall once again here at Folsom Field. Along with Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Hell, partner, help me put this one in perspective because the story's getting kind of old.
Yeah, same old story as what I was saying. However, let's look at the positive things. They fell behind early in the game. It looked like Arizona was really going to march up and down the field. Colorado came back. They got it tied up at 17-17. And then early in this third period, they had a good drive with the second half kickoff. They drive down, get a touchdown. They're up 24-17. Really had the momentum. And I thought they really had Arizona back on their heels. But they took the foot off the gas pedal, be very honest with you, offensively. And 4 straight possessions, they had to punt the ball. And meanwhile, Arizona had a little trick up their sleeve by the name of Jared Randall, the second quarterback. But he's a runner, and he came in there, and Colorado didn't have an answer for him.
Yeah, give the Buffs defense some credit here. They did pitch a shutout in the second and third quarters.
Exactly.
But then the change at quarterback. Anu Solomon kind of lost his effectiveness. They bring in Randall. He's primarily a running quarterback, and that defense did not have an answer. Jim Levitt and company really struggled trying to slow him down, and that's where things changed.
Well, they did, and then, maybe they go over, they get Randall, and he runs that counter to Baker. Baker goes up the middle for 46 yards, scores a touchdown. That gets it tied. They come right back. And, those weren't short drives. That was a 97-yard drive and a 96-yard drive to get those 2 touchdowns, to get a 2-touchdown lead. And, the Buffs handed to them. They came back, and they scored a touchdown. And had they gotten the onside kick, it could have been an interesting finish. But it just didn't happen. And it's, like I said, the same old story. We've talked about that. It happened so many times last year where they lose the game in the fourth period. They took a lead into the fourth period tonight. They were playing well, yet they lose the game.
Yeah, 14 consecutive losses now in Pac-12 conference play. By the way, that ties the school record for consecutive losses in the league. They did that last, crossing over from 2012 to 2013. You wonder, now that they've gone over the hump here, game number 7 of the season, they're sitting at 3-4, 0-3 in Pac-12 conference play. The goal is getting to a bowl game. It's still out there, but you got to go 4-2 down the stretch. You wonder where this team is at, kind of psychologically.
Well, we'll find out next week, I guess, because Oregon State is a team that's been struggling this year too. It's on the road. Which is a tough assignment for the Buffaloes, but they've played well on the road, so we'll see. I thought Lufau had a good game tonight, and certainly Shea Fields turns out to be, the go-to receiver and makes big plays, but now he's hurt. We don't know whether he'll be back next week or not with the ankle. But, you see some positive things in the running game. So tonight. We both felt that they really had to establish the run. I'm not sure they really did that, although they ran effectively at times.
Well, they did, and then when they went down after that 21 unanswered points, they kind of abandoned the run because they're trying to get back in this thing. So, by the way, Shea Fields, he got hurt in that last touchdown, a 30-yard reception, had 2 long touchdowns in this ball game. Defensive player rolled up over his ankle, so they're x-raying and taking a look at it. At the very best, it's a sprained ankle. If it's a high sprain, of course, that can be kind of a long problem. So next week, the Buffaloes, they're in Corvallis, Oregon. It's a late one, by the way. We will hit the air at 6:30 Mountain Time at our flagship 850 KOA network affiliates at 7:05, and then the kickoff at 8:30 in Corvallis, Oregon as the Buffs take on the Beavers. But once again, same old. Buffs lose a late lead and fall in homecoming 2015 to the Arizona Wildcats by a final score of 38-31. They're 3-4 in the season, 0-3 in Pac-12 conference play. For Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us on our Buffs recap here on 850KOA.com and CUBuffs.com.